Are you ready to say hi to everybody? Hmm? Yes, you came running when I turned that camera on. You want to say good morning? Hey? You want to say hi, everyone? And here's Boo. Do you want to come up, Boo? Do you want to say hi? Come here. Come on. There. Oh, my goodness. That's a rarity. Oh. Yes, you're messy. Do you want to say hi? There you go. Say hi to everybody. There's no food, is there? Except my KitKat, but you can't have that. It's chocolate. Oh, so you're going to just sit there? Oh. Hi, everyone. If I lift the camera up now, they can't see you. Okay, how do we do this? Look, it's a rare occasion when I get Boo to sit next to me for this long, so you can look at him for a couple of seconds. He's only staying because he thinks there's food around, isn't you? All right. I'll have to reposition that. Don't want to bore everyone. Oh, sorry, Bindi. Yeah, I know. Oh, you can't see you. There you go. Oh, I'm slurping because it's hot. All right, let's get started, shall we? Okay. All right. So let's start. Hi, everybody. It is Thursday. I forgot what day it is already. March 17th was Tuesday. Is it March 19th? I know we've had St. Patrick's Day, which is March the 17th, but I forgot if that was Monday or Tuesday. But happy St. Patrick's Day if you were celebrating. I do not, because I'm from England, not Ireland. And that's not to say I wouldn't if we had friends that were celebrating, but we don't know anybody that was celebrating either. But yes, we had that. And before I start, a belated Happy Mother's Day to all the mummies in England. You guys have Mother's Day in March. We have to wait till May for Mother's Day here. So yeah, there was those two events just this past week. My name's Denise. If you're watching for the first time, you would need to know that. And as I said, you are watching the Knitting Den podcast. I am also known as Knitting Den on Ravelry and Instagram. We have a Ravelry group. You can find us at the Knitting Den podcast, I think, on Ravelry. And we have over 1,000 members. Trying to think what else, because I'm talking off the top of my head here. Hold on, because I do have notes. Let's see. Stop saying Denise. Yeah, welcome to new viewers, sorry. And welcome back, friends, returning viewers. If you've seen the podcast even once and you're back again, then you are a friend. Class you as a friend. If you haven't joined the Ravelry group friend, then you can do that. And you can leave an introduction if you like, and I can say hi to you. And I've got a few before we get started. Oh, look at this Missy, she's still here. Oh my goodness, what a pampered little pooch. Boo's gone back on on Bindi's perch, as I call it, but he's on the sofa right now. So yeah, let's say hi to some people, shall we? I want to say hello to Angela, who is Ange in the East, and you're in New York. Hello, Angela. And Sherry. Hello, Sherry, who is Hot Needle X2, so ×2, Hot Needle. And you're in Ohio. Yes, Bindi. They can't see you. I know, we need to position this where they can see you and me, yes, I know. She just keeps pawing at me to pet her. All right, let's say hi to Teresa, who is Lily Mayer in Sydney, Australia. Australia, as I would say. Oh, I just whistled there. And to Judy, who is Mystery Glow in Texas. Hi, Judy. Jackie, who is 4J in Kent, in England. Hello, Jackie. And another Teresa, who is Knit and Fool in Indianapolis. Shelby and Gracie. Bindi wants to say hi to you too. Those are your puppies. And your parrot, is it Martha? Because you just typed Marta. But I'm wondering if it's Martha and you missed the H. But if it's not, hi to Marta as well. Hi to Marta. That's a tomato. It's what we put on our salad. Sorry, you say a tomato, I say a tomato. And Catherine, sorry, a runner bean in Belfast, Northern Ireland. So happy St Patrick's Day to you. I'm sure you celebrated, Catherine. And Sherry, who is knitting heirlooms in Queensland, Australia as well. Oh, lots of people. Yeah, hold on. In my cup, I just grabbed this mug this morning, and it's quite appropriate. California, nice and sunny. And when I say appropriate, meaning complete opposite to what we have here today. It was 80 degrees on Monday or Tuesday. We hit a record high. It was really, really hot, or super, super warm. It was gorgeous. But I'm going to show you out the window in a second. Before I do that, because I always forget this, I wanted to say hi to Kelly and Sumptuous and Pearl. And no, you cannot go out. Well, I'll show you what it's doing in a minute. You'll guess. Of course, you've guessed. But hi, Kelly. I keep forgetting to say it to everyone else. Kelly has started a podcast, and it's called On a Quest for Fibre. You can find her on YouTube, and it's all one word, On a Quest for Fibre, E-R. And Sumptuous and Pearl are her two Angora bunny rabbits. And she did a podcast a few weeks ago to show how she sheared them. I had asked originally a few weeks back or a few months back, that I would love to see it. And then she's decided to start a podcast to show us knitting as well, but keep showing us and answering questions about her Angora rabbits, which I find fascinating. And these two rabbits, you have to see them. They're like toys in the fact that, especially Pearl, so laid back, and when you hold her on her back like a baby, she looks like a soft toy, a soft bunny rabbit toy. She's absolutely adorable. No, Bindi, you cannot go out. Sumptuous is the same, adorable, and I can't tell them apart, but from what Kelly says, she's a little bit more feisty sometimes, or just not as calm in your lap, I don't know. They're just gorgeous. So, if you haven't seen it yet, go check out Kelly's little podcast. I say a little because it's not a very long one when she does record, On a Quest for Fibre. And before I move on again, I want to say hi to John Fidel, or John as you go by. I said hi last week, but I didn't realise that you have a podcast as well called Boys Don't Knit, which we all know they do, but I love the title. Check it out if you haven't seen John Fidel. Fidel, am I saying that right? You said I was saying that right. So hi John, I haven't seen all of your second episode. I watched your introduction and I just wanted to say hi. You are adorable. So I'm going to check out your podcast and watch more. I think you've only got 6 or 7, so not too many for me to catch up on. So Boys Don't Knit, again on YouTube if you want to check out that new podcast as well. Bindi, I can't let you out. I am going to show you the view. And I might actually heat my coffee up again. Because, yes, Talia, I'm getting off track. I'm on a tangent. I was showing you my California mug. Coffee is inside. I'm going to heat it up. And I'll be right back, probably at the window. So I'm actually at the door, the patio door, because Bindi wanted to come out. And here she is. I'm going to bring her right in a minute. She's not staying out here. So as I was saying, 80 degrees at the beginning of the week. And as you can see, snow. And it's actually snowing right now. Yeah, you can see it. And white skies. It's just crazy weather. I think it's going to stop by this afternoon, due to get like less than an inch. So yeah, there we go. We were sitting here the other day and it was way too hot because it's like a sun trap in this corner. Not so much today. So let's go inside. My coffee's heated up and we'll get started chatting about knitting. So, rather cold, snowy, but I am going out in a few hours' time. It's about 8:20 in the morning. I'm going to go out and meet a friend. So it's cold, but you know, it's not like we're snowed in. There's days like this when I would rather stay in all day, but I'm having a lunch date with a friend I haven't seen in months, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, what did I write down? Okay, I've said about joining the group, and in the group there is a giveaway still going on, and I did bring the bags, and let's see how hot this coffee is now. Oh, I can tell. I can't even sip it, it'll have to, hold on. Oh, yes, I'm going to adjust the hair as well because it drives me nuts. In the group, we have a giveaway going on from Bead Sisters. Kay from Bead Sisters sent me a bag and one to give away. So if you haven't checked out the group yet, there's still time. I'm not going to draw for this until next week. And I'm going to give the winner a choice. This is the Bead Sisters on Etsy sock sack, and it's got the little divider for, you know, if you're knitting 2 at a time socks, or even if you're not, you know, you can fit your skein on this side, your little socks here, and the middle compartment has a zipper. So it's kind of, to me, works as a divider and an inbuilt notions pouch. So you'll get a choice if you win. So if you haven't left a comment over there, go check it out and read it, and you've still got time, a whole week. Oh, here comes the bin. Are you going up there? Get off the iPad, please. Come on. She stands on everything. She's just not... Yes, come here. Okay. So I hope you all had a great week, despite the snow that we're getting now. It's been really nice the past week. Lovely warm weather. It was made me think that spring is coming. But alas, we probably got another 2 or 3 months of snow on and off. I know, man. Oh goodness, I've got to pet you. There's no school tomorrow. Before I forget to mention this as well, I'm just kind of glancing at the notes. No school, and all next week, no school. It's spring break for us here in Colorado. Spring break, and this is the snow. If you were in Texas, or when I was in Texas, spring break meant you could probably go down and have a vacation at the beach, and it would be 80 odd degrees probably. Huge difference. But spring break, we have no plans obviously, and because hubby is working out of the house again, not really a break for me. I'm still going to have to get up at 4:30 in the morning with him, but not complaining. I love my life. I think about this every day. I do love where I live. I know I miss my family immensely, but I love being here. I love where I live, obviously. I love the view. And I love the weather, whatever it's doing, absolutely. I don't mind that it's snowing. I love it. So I do feel very blessed. Yes, you're licking my fingers and I want to pick my KitKat up now. Alright, so I hope you all had a wonderful week as well. If you want to, pop into the Ravelry group when this thread goes up for this week's episode and let me know what you've been doing. You know, I love to hear from you. And I think I've tried to answer all of the comments or messages this past week. If I have missed some, I do apologise. It's not my intention to deliberately, obviously, miss people out. I would never do that. But I'm sure it happens sometimes, so don't take it personally. If you know, if you did want an answer to something and I hadn't answered, you could shoot me a PM as well. Although I am behind on answering them as well, so apologies again. Oh, being a busy girl. All right, let's try the coffee. You know what? The glasses are gonna go on because my hair kind of gets on my nerves when it dangles on my face here. So, oh look, he's lost his ears. And he's got something on his teeth. So, my Kit Kat, if you've got a Kit Kat. Oh, I'm eating 2 sticks at a time because he doesn't break off down at the bottom. Well. So, let's chat about works in progress. No finished objects. Yeah, we'll be chatting about no finished objects. Oh, yes, crochet, not no crochet. Crochet. Show and tell. I do not have. I'll talk about it now because I'll forget about it. I was going to show magazines if they had arrived, but they haven't. I did post on Instagram earlier this week. I've ordered about 4 or 5 magazines from Interweave Knits. Old ones, old issues, for $1. Some of them are the Interweave Knits accessories, which were originally $14.99. So I'm getting 5 magazines for $5, and the shipping was $9.95. I will definitely be going through them when they get here. I'll probably show you one at a time, perhaps. But as I said, I mentioned on Instagram in case anyone wants to, you know, take up that offer. It's still there. It's just kind of tricky to find the actual magazines. So I don't know how they're not showing up. Like if you just put in magazines, there's so many on there, obviously. So you can do a search. I know Knit Scene is one of them's on sale for $1. And as I said, the Interweave Knits accessories. So I think you might have to type in and search for a specific magazine. I mentioned which ones I got on Instagram, but if you're not on Instagram, you just go to Interweave Knits. I think it's .com or it's interweavestore.com. PM me if you're interested. I don't write out notes because you might not even need to. You might not want to know about it. And I'm terrible at notes. But anyway, that would have been show and tell, so I've got nothing else. I just wanted to mention that, otherwise I'll forget. And let's have book talk and then girly chatter. And before we start with the whips, I'm going to show you what I'm wearing because I'm getting hot and it's coming off. And my coffee is just at the nice right temperature. Okay. Going along with, continuing with what I'm wearing and letting you know what yarn I've used, etc. Oh, Bindi has been such a demanding little thing this morning. She's back down here again. Yes. Hey, do you want to say hi to Bobbin? Do you want to say hi to little Bobbin? You don't see him, man. You don't see him much. I love seeing little Bobbin. Danny. Hello, Bobbin. He's always nice and calm and sleepy looking too. Yes. All right. What I'm wearing. Okay. This is the Cedar Leaf Shawlette. I'm going to look in my project page. Getting itchy nose. You're going to have to go lie down. Why don't you go on your chair? Do you want to go on your chair? Go in your bed or on your chair? No, stop pawing at me, Bindi. What? Oh my gosh. Seriously, what? You're going to have to lie down. Everybody will be getting a bit fed up. You're demanding all this attention. All right, let me see if I can find on my project page this project. Cedar Leaf Shawlette. It's from Elana Dacos, as I pronounce it, Dacos. And it was, I want to say it was in the Botanical Knits #1 book. Sorry, Alright, I know you. That's all, Bindi. You're going to have to go lie down. I'm wanting to open it up. Oops, itchy nose. I don't know if this was in the first Botanical Knits book or if it's just on Ravelry. So forgive me for not having the full information. But it's a shawlette, as in it's not a very deep shawl. It's kind of just around your shoulders. And I used, and I don't have pictures of modelled pictures, I'll show you the one I actually finished with. This was mine when it was finished. And it's gorgeous coloured yarn. I love it. I did wear this a lot, which is why I'm mentioning it, so I can see about how the yarn wears. And as you can see, it is rather, well, it's kind of long, and mine didn't end up very deep at all. It's stretched like you wouldn't believe, which is why I kind of wear it like a scarf. But as I said, it'll come off for a bit. The yarn is Manos Silk Blend. There you go. I'm trying to see if you can see the leaves. I love the leaves on the edge. And I love the greens and blues. Beautiful colour. So this is Manos Silk Blend. Look at this. It went really, really long and stretchy, and I think that is obviously to do with my tension being very loose. I'm trying to get both ends. I mean, that is doubled, and I still can't even get it in there. So I'm not quite sure if there's two sizes, to be honest, now. If there was a deeper option, you know, like if you could do more stockinette. I can't remember. But I'm sure it wasn't this thin when I actually first finished it. I can't remember. But I've used it, oh gosh, I can't remember how many times am I going to say I can't remember? I've worn it quite a lot. I did wear it quite a lot. And I like that, I mean, you can see that the yarn kind of wears nice. Not pilling on this. But with the leftover yarn, I made some little fingerless mitts. Now, these look a little bit worse for wear, and you can see the pilling, right? Little bobbles. Yeah. These are out of the last-minute knitted gifts. They're called wrist warmers, and I do have very skinny hands, I've said before, so these turned out a lovely, nice, tight fit, but like snug, but nice snug, you know, not uncomfortable tight. And so I got these out of, I used 2 skeins of Silk Blend. That one is, I never know if it's upside down. The thing is, I'm never sure if it's upside down or not. I guess you could. I think I've got them the right way. I used 2 skeins, and I managed after finishing this to squeeze these out of the, you know, the second skein. And I have 2 skeins in my stash, like a pink. So that, if I was to knit this again, would be a really nice set as a gift. In fact, I should consider getting something like that on the needles. Thinking about it and thinking ahead, it might be something that I cast on in July, for Christmas in July, because that would be a super gift. And I do not knit for the family now, very much at all. So when I say a gift, this will be, I'm talking like knitty friends gift, because to be honest, you guys are the only knit-worthy people in my life. Alright, so that, I had to take it off because I was getting a little hot. So with that, let's move into works in progress. I feel like I've been talking for hours, and I think it's only been 10 minutes, so that's alright. I'm going to review my goals from last week and then move into like what I did actually work on. I did mention I wanted to work on the iwi. That did not get done again. Finish the circus socks, as I call them. Did not finish, but there's progress, so I'll get into that in a second. Work on the leftover cowl. Check mark for that. And cast on Bonbon. Check mark for that. So I think those were the only goals that I wrote down at the time. And as I said, I did not work on the iwi, and I do not have that book with me. This is what I'm knitting, the iwi. It's like it's from Barocco, from their folio booklet. And I'll not show you anything, I'll not go into detail because it did not get worked on. It's a long sleeved sweater, like an airline sweater with lace on the front and the back. And I do need to work on it because if I don't, it's going to be too warm again to wear it, and it's already been in this bag or on the needles for over a year. So, excuse me, no progress on that. Circus socks, and I have my book here. So Kristen knits, not Kirsten, Tilly, it's not Kirsten, Kristen knits. I loved your socks, by the way, Tilly, and we're not getting into trotter and anything like that. Well, the socks for you trotters. Sorry, I did not mean to call you trotter last week. It was terrible. I feel really bad. I have shown this book before. If you've been watching a few weeks, you've seen a little review of it. I'm trying to find the picture of the socks. Here we go. That I said I would knit. The purple feet there, I decided on kind of similar colours to that. And cast these on a couple of weeks ago for the knit along Spring into Socks cowl with Kate and Dan and Nick from Knits. I can never say that right or fast. They're doing a knit along for socks. I got one done and it was super fast, and so I thought if I cast on the second one I would have it off the needles in 3 or 4 days like this one. But when you decide to pick up other projects, that really doesn't happen. I did cast on and it was only I think a couple of days ago, to be honest, not at the beginning or not last week, it was sometime this week. So this is getting all jumbled. I'm just knitting it with acrylic. These are my odds and ends in stash, and they're usually Hobby Lobbies. I love this yarn. And here's the second one. I'm doing DPNs right now, which I don't often use, but I thought for big bulky socks I thought it would just be nice because it's bigger needles, and I do like the clover wooden DPNs. So as you can see, I'm onto the heel. It's a gusset heel. These will get all stitched in. And if I do give that a lot of love, it will be off the needles. I'm not sure if I'll set any goals this week. I don't need to every single week. So I'm not going to say they will be finished, but chances are they will be. But I'll not set goals this week. Oh, and there's some orange yarn. So, did a little progress on that. What else? I think I'll show you, well, yeah. I'll show you the next one. Oh my gosh, this was nearly a finished object. Can I have an NF4? An E4? E4? Bonbon! Oh, don't we all love Bonbon? This is the new pattern from Susan Claudino. And I did get it started. Oh my gosh, this can knit up super fast as well. I am using the colourway from this month's Monster Mania Club with Dancing Dog Dye Works. This is Cherry Blossom. It's absolutely gorgeous. So spring and Easter looking. It's perfect for this pattern. Michelle was right. She said that those that had ordered this might want to use it for Susan's pattern. Michelle from Dancing Dog Dye Works, Susan, No Knit Sherlock on Ravelry, and Susan from Desert Vista Dye Works. They're all having a Bonbon knit along. I think, I haven't checked their group, but I know they started it, and I'm not sure when it's going to be finished. So I need to double check those, that kind of information, because obviously once this is finished, there's so many odds in it. There's so many ends though I need to sew in. I will be able to list my Bonbon. Are you ready for this? But oh, he looks so messy because he's got ends everywhere. But he's headless right now. Oh, poor Bonbon. He's headless, and he's all, look at all of these. I haven't stitched in these ends from his feet and stuff. I was a bit worried I was going to get his feet on wrong, but I think that's right. And his little arms, I just added these on last night, and this increasing for the head, wow, it was like, oh, super tight, so many stitches getting increased. But and there's his tail, and I think his tail's a bit loose here, so I'm going to stitch it on a little bit better. I love his feet. I hate that. I always think one foot's bigger than the other, but we'll see. So yeah, only a few days, couple of days work, and it was done. I think, because this is super cute, I would like to do, I'd like to double up the yarn and knit a bigger one. Use like, well, I even use bulky, but I've got no bulky in stash. But double up some yarn and bigger needles. I'm using a size 3 here. I was using a 4, but I could kind of see through when I stretched it. So I went down to a 3 so that you can't see, even when you stretch it super stretchy. You can barely see through it. So it's a lovely tight knit. Now, the only thing is, I've noticed, like I added these in, but I've got this garter ridge here, and the garter ridge is on the back there, so I didn't like that. I don't know how that should have, how I could have avoided that. I'm not sure. But anyway, there's Bonbon. He's quite small. That's why I think I'd like to double up and do a bigger one as well. I think he's going to look super adorable, whatever size. And then, of course, if you use fingering weight yarn, you'd get a super little cute miniature. So I did do that. That was one of the goals, and I did cast on. And that's in my little, that's matching. Look, it's pink. But that's my breast cancer awareness bag I made. It's in flannel, because it's just some of the fabric I had. Alright, that's the pattern. So those are all the works in progress, except I have one in this bag, and I was doing so well on it, and then I got sidetracked with all the other new kind of projects. Do you remember this one? I want to get back to it, so it's just, not a super long knit. This is Barocco's Indigo yarn, and it's a recycled cotton, like 95% I think. And I'm knitting, and I do have the book this time, in the Barocco book. I'm knitting, it's called Milkweed, and I am knitting a tank. This one, no sleeves. The front is plain, the lace is only on the back, and the front is a V-neck. And I'm using the yarn that it suggests. So this is one of the new booklets and the yarn that came into my local yarn store. So there's a couple of other, if you haven't seen this booklet, a couple of other patterns in here. And I might as well show you the others just in case you're interested. You can't really see this very well because it's navy blue. It's hard to see any pattern on it. Even, I think it's just, it's stockinette with like little lace up the sides. And I can see that, if you can see, the cuff is a very deep garter stitch. I like that. It might be something I would put on. And the base of it is a very deep garter stitch. That would be something I would consider getting on the needles pretty soon, because I bet that would be fabulous for the summer when you just want to throw on a cardigan. Because I am liking this cotton. I thought I didn't, but it's really nice. And of course I know it won't be itchy at all. So this is where I was. And because there's no sleeves in it, I really would like to get back to knitting it and get, you know, make a huge progress and get it off the needles pretty soon. I am knitting it in the round, and the pattern says knit 2 pieces back and front and then seam it, but I'm not. So we'll see how I get on with that. And as I said, I'm not going to set goals, but I really do want to kind of pick that up this week. So there was that one. This is another cardigan on the front, different, slightly lighter coloured yarn, like a denim-y blue, which is really nice. I love cables. Tracy, I bet you love that. Tracy from T Plays Nice podcast. She's like me, absolutely love cables. I just don't do them very often because they're time consuming for me. There's a little bag here which I wouldn't really make. I showed you the cardigan. Then there's that. What else is there? Anything else to show? I think that might be it. And then the back picture, this kind of weird looking tunic, which is open all the way from the arm, to be honest. I thought it was strange. I thought it was I liked the look of it originally, but it's not something I would wear. And look how, I mean, it's not even an armhole. It goes almost to your waist. There. So I really like it, but I just don't think I would wear it. But I love a lot of the other stuff in that book as well. Okay, that moves us into, freezing cold coffee. And I've still got a little bit of KitKat left. But cold coffee. Crochet. I don't know why I did that. I hate cold coffee. Oh, goodness me. That wasn't good. Okay, my crochet, not to take too long. I had to pull a little bit of it out last week. I started again, and I'm doing a ripple blanket. Here it is. Oh, it's nice and colourful. That looks really good colour. I did not pull out. I started this over a week ago. I didn't pull out the original one. I just thought I'd start again. I'll pull that out as and when I need the yarn. I cast on slightly less stitches, but it is still going to be for a twin bed. And I want to say a thank you to everyone that sent me PMs and comments about, you know, the tips for crochet, because I am totally new. This is not warping as much. So yes, I found out that because it was warping, it's because I probably chained, the foundation chain would have been too tight. For some reason, I was thinking it was warping because I was too loose. So I've been getting used to holding the crochet hook and, you know, doing the chain. And the chain was a lot looser, like bigger. I guess you can't see them. You know, can't really see the edge. But I was a little looser with the chains. So it, to me, is lying a little bit flatter, nicer. I would have been further on. I'm doing the first white strip. But when I already did the white, and when I got to the end, I seemed to be a stitch short. I couldn't find a stitch to do the increase right at the end. So I had to pull it all the way back out again and make sure I've marked it like Tilly was doing. And so hopefully, I had marked it originally, I had marked it as well, but I was getting confused. I still couldn't find a extra stitch. But So not to bore you, that's just a little progress on my crochet. And I have to admit, just like Tilly, I cannot put it down. There was some days, I think a couple of days this week, I did not even pick up the needles. I was busy during the day. I've been sewing again, so I'll tell you a little bit more about that at the end. But because I was sewing all day and trying to do housework, running errands, groceries and all of that stuff, at the end of the day, when I would sit down, I actually picked this up and not knitting needles. And I really, really do like it. I love it. So I'm hoping to, you know, it be a fasten blanket, finish a blanket faster than if I was to knit. Like the log cabin blankets I've got on the needles, going to take years. But that's how it is. And okay, let's move into keeping an eye on the time. Oh, this might actually be a fast podcast. Not that I want to rush through it. And before we go into book talk, Talia, you're going to be laughing at me. I'm going back to works in progress because I forgot to show you the cowl, didn't I? I said leftover cowl. It was on my goal list. So I have little progress to show you. Look at this. I think I'm going to make myself another large bag to house this project in, because I want to keep all of the yarn together. Right now it's bursting at the seams in my wonderful Rainstorm Studios bag. So that's Rainstorm Studios on Etsy with Christine, and she does the see-through bags. Now I'm knitting mine with Knit Picks palette. And I've got quite a few different colours in stash, and I did pick up some extra colours when I was at the Florida retreat from Kimberly, Sock Bunny. I was lucky enough to grab some out of the stash she brought along. And once I've finished, I don't expect to use all of these skeins, excuse me, so I'm hoping that, you know, I'll pass them on like Kimberly had kindly passed them on to us. I'll pass them on to people that might need them for sock blankets or cowls like this. So I've got tons of different colours, right? And the pattern, I do have, look, I've started marking it with a highlighter. The pattern is paid for on Ravelry, and it's this. Awesomeness. Leftover cowl. It's knitting around, so it's like a tube, a very big long tube, and it's knitting around obviously to make it easier to do the colour work, I'm sure. And here is my progress. I said my goal would be try and do a panel every week. This is where I started. And then I realised some of the panels, you see the first one here, is quite small, and then you've got a large panel, and then this one is where I was nearly finished. I said I'm going to finish this panel, but it's a very small strip. And then the next strip after that, this checkerboard looking one, is a small strip too. So I did get this fully finished. The next strip I'm going to be doing, it's hard. It's about a 20, 31. It's over. No, just less than 20. It's over 15 rows, so it's probably going to be something on the scale of this. It's going to be a larger panel, so I will try to get this panel done. Again, not setting any goals, but I do want to try and get a panel done every week, so that is not going to just sit like gathered dust and be in this bag for years. But as I was saying, I think I need to get myself a nice big tote to put all of this in, because I want to keep all of the yarn together. So yeah, moving on. We were just about to talk about, let me adjust myself, books, book talk. I finished this. I'm going to mail it off to somebody. If you're watching, it's going to go in the mail in a couple of days' time. Because I already promised it to somebody. I'm not doing a drawing giveaway thing, but it was a really super fun book. but very, very light reading. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but it certainly was mine. Definitely my cup of tea. The Great Christmas Knit Off by Alexandra Brown. Just about a young girl from London who goes to this kind of country village where there's a house of haberdashery, not doing so well business-wise, and she kind of helps to turn it around. So it was super fun, and the characters were nice. I just enjoyed it. Great, great read. And thank you again to the friend that sent it to me. And so because of that wonderful act of kindness, I'm going to pay it forward and send it off to somebody else. And hopefully, when you've finished reading it, you'll send it off to somebody too. And this sweet little book will do the rounds amongst our knitting friends. And I have not got back to the language of flowers, which I need to. Just, what the heck? I need to get back to that because I don't want to leave it unfinished. That's the book I was supposed to read back in February for the book club in the neighbourhood. And this month's book club, and I keep totally forgetting about this, excuse me, The Aviator's Wife is what we're reading this month. But I got it on my Kindle. I downloaded it from the library's e-books, or actually not e-books, the audio books. And I keep forgetting to listen to it. I totally forgot all this week. So if I can, I should make the effort to try and at least listen to it. I doubt I'll get the chance to read it. So I know what the book's about and I can at least join in the discussion, which is going to be, I think we might have another couple of weeks still before the meeting in April. And then I do want to start this one. I was sent this one and another one, the Vintage Teacup Club. I want to get this started. And I'm rather jealous of Tracy's little sweet teacup and a tennis set. Tennis as in Bjorn Borg tennis, Tracy? I've never heard of that. But she got a little teacup and it wasn't a saucer, it was like a, not oval even, like a shaped, longish shaped, ovalish saucer. But she said it was called a tennis set. And it just looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'm rather jealous. So I have to go find myself a teacup. It would be nice if I could find an antique one as well, wouldn't it? Got to think about that. So I do want book talk. I want to get into this. Now this is the one. Okay, there's a car boot sale, which is like a yard sale. But I've talked about this before. The English, we don't sell the stuff from our driveways or our yards. We go to a big field, we park our car, and we open up the boot, and everything that we could get in that car usually will come out and sit on a table, and that's where we will do our trading and selling, whatever. So that's a car boot sale. It's in Sussex in England. 3 very different women meet and fall for the same vintage tea set, and they decide to share it and form a friendship that changes their lives. I can't wait to start this. It just sounds so my thing. I love things like that. Friends, making new friends, especially over tea, which I'm kind of really getting into. So I'll let you know. I think I'll try to open that up this week. It's by Tricia Ashley. No, it's not. Sorry. I'm reading that bit. She's just commented on it. Vanessa Green. So hoping to get into that. That's what's on my bookshelf this week, Dan and Kay. All right. With that, moving into girly chatter. Where is it? Here it is. A couple of things. I'm going to talk and show you all my new planner stuff. And before that, I was going to go get my magazine, but I don't really need to. Kelly, on a quest for fibre, I mentioned earlier, she asked me how my juicing and vegetarian diet was going, and, you know, what kind of recipes and stuff I use. So I did, I think I just replied and said that it's going well, the juicing, but I thought I'd mention here for a couple of minutes about the vegetarian side, which originally after Christmas was trying to be vegan. I'm not getting it. I can't do that just yet. It's because I feel so restricted with vegan because I can't have the cheese or the cream or the eggs and things like that. So vegetarian, going well for me. I'm still trying not to eat, and I say trying. I had a bite of a meatball the other day because I had meatballs in the freezer, and I made spaghetti for dinner with garlic bread like we normally do, and a salad. And hubby and Kiki had the meatballs. I asked them if they wanted them. They said yes. I'm not stopping them from eating meat. I'm just trying to cut out as much as I can myself. And just because it's in the house still doesn't mean I have to eat it. So when it comes to recipes, I've tried a couple, not for a while. I tried an enchilada recipe which was vegan quite a few months back, and I think I already told you about that, with sweet potatoes and black beans, stuff like that. For the most part during the week, I'm just kind of doing the kind of meals that we liked and just not using the meat. So for instance, spaghetti. Normally, the past couple of times even, I've not even used meatballs at all. I just open a can of marinara, spaghetti sauce, boil spaghetti, and we don't have meat in it at all. So that's a good, easy vegetarian meal. I don't have to follow a recipe. That's one of our just family favourites. I also I've had a couple of times, and I like the idea, super simple again, not having to follow a recipe, but boiling noodles, forgot what they're called, chow mein noodles. Boiling them and then throwing them together with stir-fried veggies and like a sauce, a teriyaki sauce or hoisin, Asian kinds of sauces. I've had that a couple of times and we really liked it. And there's always the bean and cheese enchiladas. We do that a lot, although I say I'm not big into enchiladas like that, but Kiki and hubby, we don't even make enchiladas in a dish and pour the sauce on. I did that once. But for the most part, it's a really quick snack where they just like to mainly make it like a burrito, which is a flour tortilla, and you spread down refried beans, which I get vegetarian ones now, and cheese, and roll them up. They like to just eat them. So I think it's going well, and as I said, I am doing this more. Hubby's had a couple of burgers, when he's out with friends. I'm still just choosing to try not to. And then with the juicing, I often make a juice for hubby to take with him in the morning. And I've only been kind of having the leftovers, like whatever I can't fit in his thermos flask. I have a small glass, so I'm not having as big a glass of juice as I was. But I am still using the juicer just about every day. So all in all, Kelly, it's going well. That's not to say I'm not eating chocky biscuits and snacking on chips in between. I still do that as well. So moving on to my planner. Hang on, I get the box. So I talked the other week about I think I showed you my Kiki K planner, which is a bit like a Filofax. It's in a leather or leatherish book. I didn't like it as much, so I ordered the Erin Condren Life Planner, and it came in this pretty box. FedEx delivered it. I did not have to sign for it, and on their website I ordered the fast one where you don't have to get it personalised. They'll just ship you it and then you can get it personalised later. So this is what it looks like if you haven't seen one. This is more what I think of as a planner. It's kind of similar now that I think back, because I hadn't had a planner in years. It's similar to, that's something stuck on there, what I wanted a planner for, which is really a monthly spread for appointments and everything, and then I'll go, that's a monthly as well. Oh my gosh, I keep chewing. And then after the month, you've got the 4 or 5 weeks of a weekly spread. And I'm really enjoying this more. This is how it came. And it came with, and I've already done this now, believe it or not, you can change the covers of these. And it came with a coupon to go online, order another cover and personalise it. So I've ordered one with some flowers and it's going to have my name on the bottom. And you might think with it being a ring binder here that, you know, you can't do anything with this, but you can actually take these off because they're, I'll try and do it gently for you. It's already got, I don't want to do it without practicing, I don't want to snap the plastic, but it's already got the holes. I'm not breaking this, it's already punched like this. So if you can see how they've got this tiny little split. And therefore you can take this off. It's got a back cover as well. And you can change out the covers, and they do seasonal ones, Halloween and Christmassy ones. And then they do gold foil looking ones, a little bit, ooh, I got no food. Go on, go up. I think, go on, go on. I think he wants to go on the back sofa. Go on then. Where are you going? Oh, because I've got everything around here, he can't, he's stuck. He thinks he's stuck. He can't jump up on the sofa. Yes, go on that side. Anyway, I've ordered one that is going to have my name on. And that, if you didn't have the cord and you want to change them out on a regular basis or seasonal, are about $10.95. And the foil ones that look kind of fancy schmancy, they're $15.95. I just keep picking off little bits of paper that I've obviously got stuck on from sitting at my desk. So I'll put this on in a little bit. Don't want to spend too long. And in the box I got these, as I said, coupon to get my personalised one free. And then I have a $10 off code for if I buy stuff, because you can get other stuff on that website. And in a little envelope we had, and I think I've got more over there, there's some to and from stickers. They're, you know, quite large, so you can peel it off, stick it on a gift. So they came in an envelope, which were really nice, lots of different kinds. And I'm assuming you could probably buy these on the website. Oh look, I just even saw this. Happy birthday, and then this one. Oops, there it is. This book belongs to. Oh. From one chick to another. So pretty nice. And then, of course, I'm sure you're all wanting to see inside. Now, planners, I've always had something like this in the past, years ago, when Kristen was little. I'd never decorated it. I just never heard of anything like that, and I might have not been doing much. People weren't into it then, I don't know. I'm talking like when Kristen was little, so 10 years ago. What I like about this compared to the kitkat is it's already coloured, and she has a different colour for every month. So it's like she's got like a purple and orange here. A purple, it was like, actually it looks like a green, it's like an aqua kind of green. Let's see. So the whole month, this is January, and we're in March, so I'm showing you this because it's blank pages right now. The whole month is these two colours. Let's have a look. I'm not totally decided on how I'm going to use the planner just yet. But every month you've got that. And let me skip to, for instance, here's May. So this is the monthly layout with the pretty colours. And these two colours, I think, oh, can I get her up? She takes you into, the weekly ones have the kind of same colours. Pink and purplish. And you can go on YouTube and see lots of people's plans. I've done a practice page. Hopefully this won't run out. That was the maximum amount reached, so I've started it again. Hopefully the battery's okay though. I did a practice page. First of all, well, this wasn't a practice page. I first of all did my March layout. There's not much on it. I was just playing with it. You get this inside. It's a bookmark or a ruler, but I'm sticking it there because I've stuck it up at the top, and then I can see where this page is. So there's not much on this, but this was the March monthly thing. And I might add to it, but I haven't got there yet. I did a practice page. I was a bit worried about putting stuff in here and messing it up because it's just so nice. But here's a practice page. Very, very basic. Just some washi tape and some stickers. And I started writing down in this mainly house cleaning and to-do lists and what zone I would work in each day. So that's what you'll see with the writing. And as I said, I don't know if I'm going to just use it for that. The monthly layout is going to be where I will mark appointments, birthdays, stuff like that. And then on the decorated weekly pages, I will still put those appointments and stuff in that day. It's just you add a lot more decoration. So here's one. This is the first one I did. Hello Spring, because it was the 20th tomorrow. Spring begins. So I did that little layout with spring in mind. Just stickers. A lot of it is just stickers and the tape, the washi tape, stuff like this. I hear one of those dogs snoring. So I did that. It's a little bit messy. I have to practice putting these kind of stickers on because I want them to be a bit more perfect. And I did this. This is next week's. You kind of got to be, I guess, on the ball because, you know, I need to do a couple of weeks at a time at least because all of a sudden it's the next week and, you know, I don't want to go into my planner and it not be decorated. That was half of the point, I guess, of getting the planner is to do like scrapbooking, decorating. So this one next week, and I'm just using some of the stickers I've got. There's so much I want to buy, and when I say so much, the stickers that they have online, like for house cleaning, you've got vacuum stickers, you've got a little Target trolley that you can stick if you want to go to Target. There's just tons of different kinds of stickers that I can't really see in the stores, but a lot of Etsy stores, if you just go in there and put planner stickers, thousands. There's thousands come up, or hundreds, but there's thousands. They have thousands of sales. All right, so this one, there's nothing written on it. This is for next week, and this is my layout. Isn't it cute? I kind of like that one. You can get, a lot of them do, I like this little look. They separate the weekend, and there's lots of stickers you can get online that have a little bunting or a banner like this, and it'll say weekend printed on it. So that's all one sticker. This is me cutting little individual triangles. This is washi tape from the dollar store. These are little tapes from Target. And then just some stickers out of that little, I had it last week. Where's it gone? Here. Stickers out of this book. That was from the dollar store with all the little, not just bunny rabbits and Easter, but this tiny little hearts and jewels and flowers, tulips and stuff like that. Some are shiny, some are not. So I put them on. So I need to fill it in, and that's what I'm still trying to decide. What shall I use it for? What shall I fill in? I'm still really watching a lot of YouTube videos and getting ideas from girls who are already doing this. So this is April. I haven't decorated it yet. I've put a couple of birthdays and stuff on. Book club. There's stickers with little books on that I can go through and, you know, put the date on when book club is. Wine glasses, so I can put wine around the ranch, which is our neighbourhood monthly social. I want to get a lot of those stickers. My issue is I want to order those stickers, weather stickers, sunshine, clouds, all of that kind of stuff to keep track of. I want those, but I want to get them all from one shop to like keep the postage down. Like the postage is $2 something. I'm assuming that's because they put them in an envelope where it's not going to get bent. And I don't want to get one sticker sheet from somebody and pay $2 something, and then another sticker sheet from somebody and pay $2 or $3. I'd like somebody to have all of the stickers I want, and I haven't found anybody yet that does the weather, books, wine, the cleaning. So I'm still looking at all of that. So with that said, a couple of little things, if I can find them, that I bought this week. I just have to show you, especially one. Oh, here it is. And I did find some more scrapbooking stickers sets that I have that I can probably use. Something like these. And when it comes to autumn, I've got little sticker sets like this. This one, I love this one. It's die cut. You peel these off and you can actually see through the white. It's a die cut one. I look forward to decorating fall pages in the autumn. I do have this set, so I'm going to use this in the next few weeks. Another Easter set with pastel colours. I've got these from doing scrapbooking before. As I said, I used to sell creative memory stuff. So look, I've even got little, you could just use anything. I've got little extra pieces of fruit there, melon and strawberries. I could put that in today for the weather, to be honest, couldn't I? Snow. I could use them today. And trying to think what else. Some of these things I just kept, I don't have the sticker sets now. I kept them for, they used to give you nice little ideas for page layouts. But that's scrapbooking. I'm not putting pictures in this one. I know some of you that want to get into this do want to, do it more like a scrapbook and a memory book as well. They've got nice little letters I can use. And this one, see, I could have put that in yesterday because it started raining, but then it turned to snow. So I have to wait again until it just rains and not snow. Got some of these ones, lemonade, a game night. If we played games, I could stick that on. And that really, doing that after the fact is more like a memory thing. Like, oh, we watched a movie. The sticker's like, oh, we watched a movie, and there's popcorn and a movie reel, and some of the families will say what movie they watched, and so all of that is like a memory journal when you use it for that. Now, one of the sets, I got this in, actually I think this, battery low, I'll nearly finish off. I think this is from the dollar store. I got this week. Now, I do not plan on going to New York anytime soon. Been there, done that. But I'm going home in July, so I think one of the weeks in July has got to be decorated with all of this. Isn't that fun? I was talking to my sister about it yesterday. Definitely going home in July, probably the beginning of July, perhaps for 3 weeks, not just 2. And I'm really going for my mom's birthday. She's 90, but that's in September, so we're going to have an early party. Can't go in September. Kristen will be back in school by then. So I'm super excited. I'm going to start looking at flights, I want to take Kristen to London, see all the sights, stay there a couple of nights. I want to take her to Edinburgh. I am going to meet Dan and Kay, yes, and Sue, who doesn't do a podcast, but I know she watches mine and Dan and Kay's podcast. So hello, Sue. I hope to meet up with her because she's very close to, lives very near and has got together with Kay before as well. She's in Darlington. So I'm super excited, and that was just $1 for that pack. I could still use these. It's just having a travel theme in one of the pages. I love it. I'm loving it. Okay, the battery's about to die. I do have one more thing. Oh, and for the record, I got a lot of these washi tapes from the dollar store as well, so you might want to check yours out. Dollar Tree I was using. I'm going to charge up the battery a little bit because I do have one final section which you don't need to watch if you don't want to, but I wanted to talk about the shop, a little shop update with the bags. So I'll be right back. Okay, shop news. Just a quickie, I'll show you what I've got and that I'm hoping to get into the shop, which is Kikiboo Bags on Etsy, if you don't already know that. In the next day or two. I'm not sure exactly when I'll get the chance. I have taken some pictures of some of the bags. It's just a matter of getting the time to put them in into the shop and, you know, put all the details in. But so what I've got, as I said, I'll just go through quickly. I've made just a few zip wedge bags, a couple I should say. So this is a medium size. It's going to have a little zipper pull. Unless they've got an extra large charm on, I tend to they're just a zipper pull. If they've got the large charms on, then usually they're a zeeded bupperbill. If you don't know what that is, you're going to have to watch a few old episodes. So this one is actually got a nice patterned fabric inside. I'm into, right now I seem to be into the chevrons, and I'll show you another pattern in a minute. So that's a medium. This is a large size. I haven't got the pull on it yet, but this is a cute large wedge. I've just put one pocket here that you can kind of slide your cell phone in or drop your keys into if you want to just take this bag to knit night, and you know, with your sweater or a couple of small projects will fit in it. So that's a large. I think I showed you this one last week. I'm waiting on, I usually put in what I call cord through the drawstring bags, and I'm out of it right now, so I'm waiting on an order. And so this one, I'm using ribbon, but I'm not sure whether to wait to get the cord or list it and offer the cord as well. When it comes in, I can ship you a length of cord. I'm not sure what to do yet, because I kind of like the cord in it. Here's a very small little sock bag, which is drawstring. And I mentioned last week how I'm just trying out the fabric on the outside for the drawstring, which is coordinating. So still a flat bottom bag, and again, this is ribbon instead of the cord, which works great. I mean, I have this on my Winnie the Pooh bag, which I use all the time, and ribbon's nice. But as I said, I've often used the cord, which I think wears well as well. I tend not to use the fabric as cords. I do have it on. It's not here because I've moved all my bags. I have the fabric ties on my Lorax bag, and to be honest, I find it kind of hard to pull on the fabric. So ribbons and cord seem to work better for me. So with that and same fabric, I did a little wristlet, as I call them. Now, I think I mentioned, I showed you, I nearly whipped myself, showed you this the other week, and so I'm making similar ones, just slightly different sizes. It doesn't have to be this long. I was just playing about with my new machine after Christmas, but I'm finding that this is a great little bag, not just for notions, but for all of the crochet hoops that I've seemed to have accumulated recently, and the DPNs that I have a lot of DPNs, and I want to keep them all in one place, but I don't want to sort them out in different sizes like you'd see with the the needle cases. So I'm using that. I'm going to make myself another little one for DPNs, but I think that's great to keep everything in here. Or you can use it for notions, or you can use it as just a little wristlet purse to put your keys in or your money. So I like that. Put these ones back. I like that style. I'm making a few. I'm going to make a few different ones. So they'll be listed separately, but they're a nice little set too. I know I mentioned Mother's Day was last weekend, but for us it's May, so I think I'm going to think about doing some nice little pretty sets and include lavender sachets and stuff as like little Mother's Day gifts. So if your mom knits, or you are a mom and you want to add it to a wish list, I'm going to try and do some little gifty kind of sets soon. I have a tote. As I said, I like the totes. I like the totes. I want to make myself another one, as I mentioned, to put all of my cowl fabric in. So again, playing with the chevrons, this time on the inside, and then this time this pretty pattern's on the outside. I've just made it is the same size as the medium. This is kind of like it doesn't look it, looks I think it's a little bit taller. But it's like a medium bag, and instead of it just being a zip wedge or a drawstring, it's a little tote. I love this style. The handles are padded. It does fit over your shoulder if you want to, even though it doesn't look super long handles. And I've put there's not a zip on, but it's got a magnet clasp there. So there's that. I'm going to make a few different tote ones as well. And then, let me move these. I have some fabric. I was cutting out the fabric, and I'm hoping to get these sewn this weekend. There is one of this is a large tote that I showed on Instagram. This is quite a deep size. Something like this will work for mine, because I've got a lot of those balls of yarn. And if you can see the glare, that's because I finally got round to playing with the vinyl that I'd ordered weeks and weeks, months ago. I've just put on one side of the pockets here. They're not very deep. It'll slide a cell phone in, and it's hard to show the pockets. And then there's thin pockets where you can put your pens or DPNs if you want. And there's a split ring inside to attach anything you want to. But I was playing around. I like this idea now because I know I want to do embroidery tags as well, like just a different option. But I've always wanted to try and get around to making these bags. So when it's a big bag, you can see exactly what you've got in there, or it'll carry, it'll carry the large pattern booklet. So that will be going in the shop. The bottom is like a quilted black fabric. I've just been trying to decide how to pack these up because they're large, for shipping. I think it'll work if I fold it like that, where obviously I want the vinyl to stay flat and not crease. So we have that. And then I'm working on, and I will have larger bags in this, but I love houndstooth. I don't know why I haven't done bags with it until now. So this is not finished. I'll get rid of this in a minute. I'm going to do a few different ones again, for crochet hooks or DPNs, or just a nice little wristlet. It's going to have a little wristlet thing on like that. I'm going to do, they're all going to be grey inside for now, but I'm going to do the different coloured zips. So, and there will be some large wedge bag, or there might be a drawstring bag or a tote. I've got to work on them. And then I've been busy cutting out fabric because I want to try and get some of these done over the weekend. This is the fabric I think I showed you last week. This funny little guy. So this is going to be a wedge, and Some of them might not have the vinyl. I'm going to still have the option where you can, have a clear pocket, or you can. There'll be some not with a clear pocket. That's going to be with the grey inside. I'm going to have. This is a small wedge for socks and cowls. That's the Z's, chevrons. I'm going to have a large. This is another medium wedge, which is that cute girly fabric. I like that. I'm going to have some more. I'll have another one of these in with the nice sheep, and I think, is that all? And there'll be another small one like that. This is going to be the lining. I think I'm working on another one of these, and that's going to have the vinyl on it. So I've been busy trying to get the fabric cut out and ready. Probably going to be a little wristlet for crochet hooks again, and I want to do just different styles in the same fabric, for now. So let's see. I think that was everything. So I'm hoping to get them in the shop. And I'm not sure if I'll do something like this for a week or so and then take another break. I have found that as soon as I get the sewing machine out and I start sewing, the housework suffers, and I like to try and sew all day, and I'm lucky if I unload the dishwasher and keep the kitchen clean. Nothing else gets done. So I'll see. I'll just have to do what works best for me. There might be another break. I'm not intending to have updates every single week. I'm just going to put stuff in the shop as and when I sew it, because I like sewing. I don't ever want to feel like I have to sew. So with that, I've got about half an hour and then I'm headed out and going to meet my friend. It's still snowing a bit, but it's very fine snow and there isn't any on the driveway, so it's not too cold. It seems to be melting on the driveway, so the roads will be fine. So with that, it brings me to the total end of the show. It brings me to the end. I hope you enjoyed sitting down with me this week, and I hope you all have a fabulous week. I hope it's springtime where you are, if it's coming soon, and I hope you come back next week and join me in the knitting den. Bye guys!